It's the Pelicans with the ball. They trail by 3. It's stolen by Curry. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. They've got Lowry. Davis is out there with Simmons. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Kobe in at the shooting guard position. That's the Pelicans 5. Now here's Bryant. Simmons on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Zach Randolph.
Sometimes you just have no way of stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
Scottie Divac checked in for Capella. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Drew Holiday's checked in for Mike Conley. Jokic passes to Curry. On the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. Lowry with the ball. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Lowry is small inside, big in might. When he gets going, he can be an offensive force.
They double-team Curry. Here's Randolph. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Scottie Divac.
Yeah, you know, you look at Randolph, he's now in the final laps of his career. He's a strong voice in the locker room, though, somebody the younger players can look up to. And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Enzo Bryant will bring it up for the Pelicans. 36 seconds left in the 4th. Second chance shot. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here's Curry. Holiday, no one around him. They grab their own miss. And Jokic slams it in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Lowry from outside. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Holiday. And so they foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.
In my veins, but it never leaves. So what I gotta feel when you run the league. Game time, hey, game time, oh, game time, hey, game time, oh. Head up in the game, head up in the game, head up in the game, head up in the game. Game time, hey, game time, oh, game time, hey, game time, oh. T to make it personal. Underdog when it comes back. Feel like LeBron, yeah. We in the sauce, yeah. Only beaters in quad, yeah. Live like racing on the law, yeah. Huddle up. I'm past the ridicule, pressure won't shake the truth. I keep the boss in that minimum, boy. If I got a show boat, I flex in the fact that there's nothing that's sinking us. 2K, 2K, 2K. That's the games like relay. Ratchet toes like freeways, but homie, we gon' bring time. Caught up in the moment, boy, it's like a dream. Yeah, playing for the prize and we got a team. Yeah, passion in my veins, but we never leaves. So what I got to feel when you run the league? Game time, hey, game time, oh, game time, hey, game time, oh. Head up in the game, head up in the yell, head up in the game, head up in the yell. Game time, hey, game time, oh, game time, hey, game time, oh. Head up in the game, head up in the yell, head up in the game, head up in the yell. If I the day, bro, I'll be okay. Shepherd gave it all, never was. Yeah, they can hate my name, I won't compromise. Yeah, they can't take my faith, I left it all behind. Putting up hot like it's Legos, pushing people like it's Raiders. They can be screaming at us, but you know who I rep and wearing what they do. Stay true the whole time, the lights on like showtime, the club's on like Tyson. I'm all ears, I don't bite. Feel like the king of my city. Keep it boy with a guy flow. Kinda feel like I'm Lonzo. Father was a man, all true.
Holiday against Booker. Outside for Randolph. Holiday, the pass to Curry. From deep three-point range, Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. We've got Devin Booker. Jimmy Butler is out there with Pippen. Then it's Elijah Wan, and it's Walker in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Curry. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Three-pointer, and it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for Milwaukee.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of it.
Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Steph Curry.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot. But he's more about team.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. The offensive rebound on the basket by Ewing.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Curry against Walker. Curry is inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Bucks. And so Booker will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 1:42 left to play here in the 4th. Great D that time from Tatum. To the paint. Randolph can't hit.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent this.
And Pippen using those long arms inside to get shots off. Feels like no one can guard him down low.
Holiday against Booker. Holiday dishes to Curry. Fires for three. And another three for Milwaukee.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Bucks leading by 10.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Bucks.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And they cap off the season series with one more win.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Anthony is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Kidd in at the 1. DeRozan against Murray. Second chance effort and foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, with how great DeMar DeRozan is at scoring, you know he's going to get to the line a few times every game.
Zingas, he's checked in for Valanciunas. DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
Crucial. He converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Here's Kidd. He is hauled in by Los Angeles.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
DeRozan gets the bucket.
DeMar DeRozan, when you need a score, go to the guys you feel comfortable with.
And here is Anthony. Only the three-pointer by DeMar DeRozan. Good work there as it goes. Anthony's got 10 points in the quarter.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one a minute.
Here's DeRozan. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
Young on the wing. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Young's got 17 points here in the second half. Durant against Anthony. Over to the left wing. For 3, Kidd. It's hauled in by Butler.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
It counts. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now here's Anthony. Got it.
Scoring at an efficient clip tonight. Melo in that zone.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 3. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them get a good look and score quickly.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Shaq.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. This is still a close game, and he told us, guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's DeRozan.
It's exciting to watch a guy develop the way DeRozan has. The ball handling, the passing, the three-point shooting. He's become one of the better all-around players in this league.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Durant. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Clippers making a change here. Patterson's checked in. And so both free throws are good. And it's a three-point game.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-point.
DeRozan simply rises to the occasion with that make. Huge shot.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Absolutely. They're within striking distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot.
The pass to Young. Misses the three. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the hearts of First free throw is good. James Harden. He's checked in for Morant. Denver also making some changes. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Steven Adams. Pascal Siakam comes in for Al Horford. And it's Richmond in for Lillard. Harrell is out there with Mullen. Then it's Harden. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Hardaway in at the one. That's is out there for Orlando. Knocks down the three ball. And that's now 20 points for Paul George.
Well, we knew that Paul George was a long-limbed, exceptional defender coming out of Fresno. His offense, though, has been impressive from the time he has stepped between the lines on the NBA level.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight, Greg. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show, worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Coming into this game, he had been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Odom.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, look, the guys are playing physical and we like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
You cannot be careless guarding D'Angelo Russell. This guy's so good at putting the defense in tough spots.
Both good from the line that time. Here is Harden. They can take their time on this possession.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Pass to Ayton. Chandler with the block.
A tremendous instincts and great position. Chandler scoping that one the entire way.
The Nuggets trail by 8. George looking around. Chandler. Great positioning on the putback.
And this is not typically your go-to scorer down the stretch, but Tyson Chandler coming through with the game on the line.
Here's Harden. From the top of the key, he buries it. Harden's got 30 points.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's George. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Ayton dishes to Harrell. 27 seconds left in the game. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Here's Ayton. Tyson Chandler pulls it in.
Well, you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
So the Magic win it. Some good moments throughout this. All right, David, thank you.
Occasion. I stay ready cause destiny impatient. Changes, I've been seeing changes. If you talking fire, then we speak the same language. Yeah, mine don't never get extinguished. Kick out my friends in one set of fingers. And they try to cut the supply, but my energy is at an all-time high. Coming up, I'm coming up.
Here's Wall. Poked loose. Duncan with it. He's picked up by Wall. They've got Duncan. Ball is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Tony Parker. And it's Paul in at the shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Parker. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player. Awesome job by AD to get the ball in a favorable spot. That's most anywhere, but comes up big with that basket.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Thompson, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Hamilton subbed in for Chris Paul. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Thompson looking for an opening. Parker against Wall. Just 5 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Parker has such speed and creativity. Just causes the defense fits in terms of how to properly guard.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up missing both free throws. New Orleans in the lead. Outside, Kobe. Here's Davis. It's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Kobe's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since they've reached the 4th quarter. Parker passes to Duncan. That's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Are you shocked? Are you surprised? It's Tim Duncan.
1:31 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Wall, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
This takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
Parker against Wall. Parker kicks to Thompson. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the way. Thompson's got 10 points here in the second half.
And that's why this team loves having Klay Thompson. Big shot.
Hamilton against Kobe. And that one is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Parker against Wall. Parker kicks to Wall. Passes to Thompson. And stolen by Simmons.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware of fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
And he commits the intentional foul. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. And both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. 24 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Seconds left in the 4th quarter. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, so the game is on the line, and you don't want Tim Duncan with the basketball? You're crazy.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. He dishes it to Duncan. Divac with the block. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Obviously upset.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
They've got Sabonis. Pau Gasol is out there with Weber. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Irving in at the 1. That's the Laker 5. Phoenix calls timeout.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Baron Davis.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
James, the pass to Irving. Fires from the corner. The rebound by Middleton.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Wilkins. And Baron Davis picks up the foul. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be heading to the free throw.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
And the Suns call time here. Lakers on D. 4-point game. Towns kicks to Davis. Here's Gasol. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Too many big men more dependable than Gasol. He's a skilled passer who can operate out of that high post, but also give you a little rim protection if you need it.
Now here's Irving. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Baron Davis picks one up. Doncic is checked in for Baron Davis. And so he makes both from the line.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Doncic against Irving. Here's Towns. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Wilkins dishes to Irving. To tie it up. In for a 7th break in 14 tries.
And you got to admire how in these situations doesn't let pressure overwhelm him. In fact, he embraces it.
Here's Towns. Gasol with the rebound. On the wing, James. Ready by Doncic. The shot by Wilkins, no good.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And that one drops for him.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Irving. The shot, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Wilkins against Middleton. Releases from 15. It's good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
So impressive, the fortitude the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And the Lakers making a change here. Weathers checked in. And the Suns also making a change. Fox, he's checked in for Beal. Looking it over. To the middle. Here's Towns. Oh, off target.
You know, despite his youth, Kevin, Towns sees the big picture. He gets points any way you can, and we'll see if he can cash in at the line here.
So he gets them both, and it's a two-point ball game.
Well, that's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 2. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw.
Inside, Irving. Oh, what a huge basket to tie the game.
And after all that time, finally they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback, and what a finish we have in store.
And their greatest enemy during that comeback was the clock. But they can finally stop worrying about time and start thinking about how to win this thing now.
Well, they are going to replay right now to make sure he did not release it in time as the officials originally ruled. Well, they had thought they had the game already won. Now they've got their fingers crossed.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth it.
Is it easy for you if I took time? Would you feel secure if I told you everything on my mind? Imagination can take its toll. Let it run wild with some time. It'll turn you on. Saving up your feelings till it feels right.
Booker in the post. Guarded by Embiid.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Joel Embiid out there with Mourning. Then there's Whiteside. When it's Young, and it's Durant, and at the shooting guard.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. Patrick Ewing's checked in for Portland. Pippen comes in for Russell Westbrook. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Clippers. Stolen by Durant. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Olajuwon's got his 16th rebound on the night. Pippen, the pass to Olajuwon. Walker in the corner. Offline with his three. Clippers trail by 6. Ewing comes to help. And Young kicks to Embiid. Back to Young. Here's Katie. And finished up by Katie.
Well, Durant wanted the ball in that situation, and he got it. Great killer instinct shown from him, and he gives his team a huge score.
Now here's Booker. The pass to Ewing. Pippen with it. He's covered by Whiteside. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Booker. Makes it off the glass. Booker's got the lead up to 6 now for Portland.
Good look there as well. And this is what Hakeem's worked on. Pay too much attention to him, and he'll burn you with a nice find.
And here's KD for 3.
Look, I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. I mean, smart shots, not these.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
A little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Booker outside. A three-pointer's right on target.
Efficiency. I mean, that's an area where Walker has improved. No need to force it. Keep your eyes up. Make the right basketball play.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Young's shot is off. So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
In terms of height, Durant was not a late bloomer, already a 6-footer in middle school.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Walls is checked in for Vucevic. Thompson comes in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And Richard Hamilton is subbed in for Chris Paul. And KD drops them both.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
We've got Richard Hamilton. Wallace is out there with Thompson. Then there's Parker, and it's Duncan in at the center filling out the middle. That's the San Antonio Foul. Now here's Duncan. Back to Parker. Shot clock at 5. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Won't. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that. He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Parker passes to Duncan. Young against Parker. Here's Duncan. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. To the inside. Whiteside.
You never know when your number's going to be called. Hassan Whiteside answering the bell.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 2. Pass to Duncan. Over Mourning. Duncan can't hit.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
To the middle. Rebound by Wallace.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Down low, Parker, and Mourning sends it back.
And that's his signature. Mourning, a fantastic defender, phenomenal at using those long arms to reject shots. That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're behind by 4. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Trae Young.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
And Wallace, just an unreal defender. An undersized center who blocks shots and pounds the glass like a madman.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
Thompson from long range. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss. And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul.
Here's Bryant, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call, Portland the foul. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Pippin's checked in for Butler. New Orleans also making some changes. Divac comes in for Clint Capella, and Anthony Davis is subbed in for Jaylen Brown.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
So for New Orleans right now, Simmons is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Divac. And it's Kobe in at the 2 spot. Pippen with the steal. And now Portland on the break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Vlade Divac.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer. And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a 1-possession game.
Kobe against Booker. Right side, Kobe to the paint. Simmons. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Trailblazers trail by 3. On the wing, Booker. Right between the eyes. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up enough.
And Kobe lives for these situations. You know how much he likes the spotlight, and boy, does he deliver time and time again.
Now here's Westbrook to take the lead. It's money from deep.
And that's what a guy like Westbrook will do for you, willing his team forward in these big moments.
Three-pointer, Lowry drills the three-pointer. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 assists. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 2. 29 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Anthony Davis.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you, we'll win this game. Back to you.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Booker against Kobe. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Devin Booker. He sinks the clutch free throw. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a W. They break. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Cause I maneuver through the like a bottle of Metamucil in a body that used to be. And most consumers, they view me as a ruler like Mansa Musa, cause I stay with some jewels that can exonerate them from every ounce of troubled water they've been in, spend in, time and places it ain't safe to swim in. Without yelling, I tried to tell them they should make amends. Where come from, where I'm from, you see so much pain. What that you keep doing me, now they know my name. I done got it out the mud and put on for my day ones. That's why I miss by doing Dave Chappelle show. Or you play or love. occasion. I stay ready cause destiny impatient. Changes, I've been seeing changes. If you talking fire, then we speak the same language. And mine don't ever get extinguished. Kick out my friends on one set of fingers. And they try to cut the supply, but my energy is at an all-time high. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, a man woke up superhuman. Pressure turned me into a giant. And fear now between living and I'm on the edge and I might just dive in. give you what you came for.